Hello, welcome to Yoga with Mel. This is a class to help you release tension in the shoulders, neck, upper back area, which I think through the course of our life, like all of us have at some point. So it's really important and it's really good. So let's just jump right into it. You don't really need anything major. If you prefer to sit on a block, make sure you have a block or a book or whatever helps you to sit on a blanket. If you know that in cow face pose, Gomukasana, where you clasp the hands behind your back, you usually use a strap or a towel. Grab that, put it right next to you so you have it handy. All right, let's just do it. So find a comfortable position on lying on your back. This is how we're gonna start. So just come on down, lying on your back. Make yourself comfortable. Good. We lie in constructive rest, which means your knees are knocking together and your feet are kind of met with distance apart, so a bit wider apart. So you really want to feel very relaxed through your lower back here. The toes are turned in slightly. All right, and then just feel like you're releasing the shoulders onto the ground. And then from here, bring the arms up toward the ceiling. Feel the back of your neck nice and long. So you're very slightly, it's not a lot, but you very slightly tucking your chin toward the chest. So the back of your neck can be long. And then from here, you're just going to cross the right arm on top of the left. And then bend the elbows, and you kind of want to just grab around your shoulders. So your hands are like holding the shoulders. And if you feel like you want a little bit more, you can even just cross the elbows more and walk your hands underneath your shoulders. But then you want to make sure you are relaxing your shoulders. So take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, let the shoulders sink into the ground. Try to tap into your breath here. So whenever we want to release some tension or stretch or lengthen or release a muscle, the breath just helps a great deal. And deep inhale. And full exhale through the nose. Inhale, bring the arms up toward the ceiling. And we just cross the other way. So for me, that's the left elbow on top, and just bend the elbows. And then hands are around the shoulders, or again, you lift your upper back slightly and walk the hands underneath your shoulder blades, which has that mild massaging effect as well. Now, can you try to feel the inhale right where your hand is? Where your fingertips are, where you touch the shoulder blades, or that space in between the shoulder blades. That might be very tight. You may even feel some knots here. Can you breathe just right into that space? And exhale. Let your back relax into your fingertips. Good. Inhale, stretch the arms up to the ceiling and release them down onto the ground. Okay. Now draw the knees in, just very gently, hands on the knees, and just rock from side to side. Good. Massaging your lower back here. All right. And then with some momentum, just rolling up your spine, coming up to a seat and sitting cross-legged, if that's okay for you. You can also sit on a block if that just helps you to find the natural curves of the spine, so sitting upright really. Feel free to use a block. Nice. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to come into neck release. So you bring the hands down onto the ground. And we're going to bring the left arm up to the ceiling. You're going to come into a gentle side bend here. Inhale, reach the left hand up to the sky. Now you rotate the palm to face to the ground and reach the fingertips down toward the ground. So kind of diagonally down toward the ground. So what you want to remind yourself of is reach that shoulder, the left shoulder, away from the left ear. Right shoulder releases. Good. And then from here, you gently lift your torso so you're up straight, but you're still like reaching with the hand down toward the ground. So you can feel a nice stretch on that outer left shoulder. Then you're going to bring the right hand very gently, there's not a lot of pressure to add, right? To the left ear and just gently draw the ear away from the shoulder. And there's almost really no pressure applied, not necessary. Good, now breathe into that opening of your left neck. Now you're going to bend the left elbow and rotate that arm inward. You can already feel a different side of your neck being stretched, right? And then you bend the elbow and bring the hand behind your back. Ooh, this feels nice. Find the breath and still feel both of your sit bones rooting down into the ground. Pull your belly button gently in. Inhale into that space between your left shoulder and the left ear, and make that space bigger by drawing the shoulder away from the ear. On the exhale, relax your face. Good. And then open the arms to the side and lift your head very gently straight up. And release the arms down. Right into the other side. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Good. Come into your side bend. So you're leaning the torso to the side. And then bring those left fingertips to reach to the ground, and then lifting your torso straight up, and keep that tilt in your head. You're going to bring the left arm again to the right ear or just above the right ear, just so you feel a very slight pressure and that direction. You can give yourself that direction, right, of pulling the right ear away from the right shoulder. So this space between ear and shoulder, think of you want to make it longer, more space. This shoulder releasing downwards. Good. Can you breathe your chest more open here? Nice. And then bend, rotate the right arm in. Be gentle here, right? And then bend the elbow. So this, you can see my hand, right? So you're just really resting that forearm behind your back. Oh, breathe into that space that you're creating. And that right shoulder reaching down to the ground. And you can also play a little bit with the tilt of your head. Maybe gently, like tucking the chin in a little bit more, right? Or looking more down toward your left knee. See where your knots are, where your tensions are, and then find that spot. And that's where you stay, and then you direct the breath right into that area. And lift the head. Bring the arms to the side and the hands on the knees. Good. Rotate the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale. Down. Good. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, open mouth. Good. Now bring the hands behind your head. We're going to do some cat-cow. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, you're going to round and close down. Draw the belly button in. Now when you do that,
Can you try to press the hands into the head and the head into the hands? And that's going to help you find a really nice opening on your upper back here, upper trap. Inhale, open the chest, open the elbows out to the side. Draw the shoulder blades together behind your back. And exhale, you're activating your core here as well. Gentle pressure back of the head. And go on your breath. Inhales to open and the exhales to close. One more round. I'm getting a really nice stretch along my upper back here and back of the neck. Good. Last time. Just come up straight, arms out to the side. Okay, and release the hands down. We're going to come into Gomukasana Cow Face. So if you use your strap or your towel or your scarf, whatever you have for that, grab it. Reach the arms out to the side. So we're going to start with the right arm up. Make the palms facing backwards. And if you use a prop, hold the prop with your hand, the right hand, the top hand. And then inwardly rotate that left arm, so the palm is facing back. Bend at the elbow like we did before. Find your waistline and then walk your hand up as much as you can so they come in between the shoulder blades. And then you grab your prop or you clasp hands, okay? So I'm just going to show it to you again from backwards. So you're holding your prop if you have a prop with the top hand. Inwardly rotate, bend at the elbow. So now you have your hand kind of like in a horizontal plane. Try to walk your hand in between your shoulder blades as much as you can, right? And then you hold your prop here or you find your hands. And then you can walk that left elbow in more even, yeah? Come to face you again, as it is just a little bit nicer. Okay, so try in this pose, and this is like a common thing that happens, that we're starting to bulge out our chest, yeah? So we're overarching in the lower back, so we're not aligned in the spine anymore. So for that, try to close the front of the rib cage back in and draw the belly button in. Now, second thing is we have a tendency to look down in this pose. Look up and reach your chin away from your chest. Just so far that our head is really in neutral. We're not looking up, we're not looking down. Yeah? And you may feel you can gently rest the back of your head on that upper arm. But only if it allows you to keep your head in neutral, right? And now, inhale, can you reach that top elbow away from the bottom elbow? Draw the belly button in. And exhale. So try to create the inhales as long as the exhales and deepen your breathing in these poses. Open your hands and bring the arms out to the side, lower down. Maybe a few shoulder shrugs. Loosen up your face. All right. We're still having fun, right? I hope. Okay. So we're just going to jump right into the other side. You know where we're going, yeah? So you bring both palms to face backwards. You bend at the elbows and find your clasp. Good. Deep inhale and exhale. Good. Find the neutral alignment of your spine. Draw the belly button in. Close the front of the rib cage in. And can you try to expand the breath? And reach the left elbow away from the right, top elbow away from the right. Good. And look right ahead of you. And maybe you want to close your eyes. One more inhale. And exhale. Open the arms out to the side and release. Good. We're going to come into easy twist. So you're going to bring the left hand onto the right knee. Make a big circle with your right arm and place that hand right behind your sacrum, like it is a second spine basically. Draw the belly button in. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up. If you feel like you're rounding here, you may really want to prop your seat up so that you can sit upright. Yeah? Good. And then from here, it's not really about twisting a whole lot. It's really more about the neck, right? So what we're going to do, you are going to tilt the right ear to the right shoulder and release both of your shoulders away from the ears. Can you still root your left sit bone here into the ground? Press the left hand into the right knee. That just helps you to access more of an opening in the left side of your neck here. And then again, we play with the head. So now bring the nose more toward the right shoulder. Not a whole lot, just until you feel a really nice opening. Shouldn't be painful. Just a nice opening, like there's something happening at that left side of your neck. And you breathe right into it. Deep inhale and exhale. And lift your head up and come out of the twist. Other side. Right hand, left knee. Big rotation just to open up a little bit and find that length in the spine. And push that left hand into the ground right behind your back. And then from here, inhale into the back of the rib cage. Spread the rib cage wide. Exhale. We're tilting the head. So the left ear comes closer to the left shoulder, which helps us find that opening on the right side of the neck, right? So again, think of inhaling into that space between the right ear and the right shoulder. And really that right hand on the knee just helps as a lever, right, to access more of that stretch. And remind yourself to be gentle, right? There's nothing really achieved if we overdo the stretching. It just leads to more tension. So you want to be really mindful, and that's why we work with the breath, right? In each and every single stretch that you do, apply deep inhales and deep exhales. And remind yourself to relax your jaw, relax your face. Good. Push the sit bones into the ground. Lift your head up. Good. Look forward and come forward. Okay. So from here, we're going to come to all fours. And not really for long. We're just going to come into a child's pose. And you may want to just open your knees a bit wider and release your forehead onto the mat. If this is too much of a sensation or flexion in the hips or the knees, you can always like sit on a bolster in child's pose as well. Good. And if releasing the forehead on the ground is also a little bit too much, just bring the ground closer to you, make two fists and relax your forehead on your fists, or you can also use a block under your forehead. And so I just want to say this, any pose where you're folding forward really in a very relaxed way, where you can relax your forehead onto something, releases any tension that may be sitting in your upper back or your neck. And you can really think of like tension flowing out of your body in the direction, right, of the forehead, like toward the earth. Like you're giving any tension you have in that area, maybe in your head, skull, shoulders, neck, you release it down into the ground. You give it away to the earth. So really try to relax your shoulders here. Again, can you send the breath into your back body, into the back of your rib cage? And exhale. Let any tension go. Good. And then slowly lift yourself up. Come to sitting on the heels. And we're going to come into just a very short downward facing dog. Keep the knees really bent here. Push the fingers into the ground. Push the ground away from you. Bend one knee. Bend the other knee. Shake out your head. Yes, yes. No, no. Good. And then look forward to the hands. Bend the knees a lot and walk into a forward fold. Good. And just keep a really nice buoyancy in your knees here. Feet are at least hip-width distance apart, so really nice and relaxed. If you cannot easily touch the ground and the belly is not touching the thighs, place your forearms on your thighs. So you can really just relax your upper body here and really let your head hang. Let it go. I'm letting all tension float out of the top of my head. Yeah, good. If you're down a bit further with the hands resting on the floor, it looks like this. You're doing the same thing. Good. Let the shoulders really hang here. Loose, loose, loose. Like a spaghetti that's been cooked too long. Yeah? And bend the knees a whole lot. And this is such a nice part now. Make sure your head is really relaxed. Benefit from this pose as much as you can. You're rolling up your spine. Your hands, your arms are dangling. There's no tension in there. And you place one vertebra on top of the other. And the head is the very last thing to come up. And when the head comes up, roll the shoulders up to the ears. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Okay. We're going to do one thing at the wall. So you're going to stand right next to the wall, kind of like forearm distance, right? So you have your elbow at the waist, forearm distance away from the wall, so your hand is touching the wall. And then you just walk the hand up, kind of like shoulder height, and then walk the hand behind you. And you see my hand, right? Your fingers are reaching away from you. And now you just turn yourself away from the wall. Keep a bend in the knees, and the feet are hip-width distance apart. Pull the navel into the spine. Stand up straight, push the feet into the ground. This is all important to get the optimal stretching sensation. And now from here, bring your left hand to the left waist and press the right hand gently into the wall. So you can really get as much out of this stretch as you can. Again, be gentle with yourself. Now, find the deep inhalation. Now here, can you direct the breath into your chest? Breathe into the chest and feel like an expansion of the chest. On the exhale, can you relax both shoulders away from the ear? Good. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Rotate back to neutral. Bring that arm down. You may have a very strong energetic sensation in this arm, like kind of prana, energy flowing. I do have that right now. It's not bad, it's a good thing. We're going to do just the other side. Same thing, right? Forearm distance, walk the hand up, shoulder height, walk the hand back behind you, right hand on the hip, and then turn yourself out to the point where you feel okay. There is a stretch, kind of like here at the front of the shoulder. And then reach the shoulder away from both shoulders, away from the ear. Push the feet into the ground and grow tall. Again, if you want here, and keep deep breathing while I'm talking, you can also play with the head, looking more down, keeping the head in neutral, tilting the head, right? Do it all really gently and see what benefits you most. For me, for example, it is bringing my right nose toward my right shoulder here, because I got a really nice stretch around the shoulder, the left shoulder, and the left side of my neck. One more inhale. Exhale, lift your head and walk your body back and bring your arm down. Okay, great. That's it. We're just going to do one loosening exercise. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last time, let it go. Okay, great. I hope this was of benefit to you. I hope you feel a little bit more relaxed in your upper back and neck area, shoulders. Yeah, see you when I see you. Take care.